Hi there. We're going to look just now at solving equations with fractions, but also when there's a bracket involved. Not that this is any more difficult, but it's just it can be a little bit fiddly, and there's a few things just to bear in mind here. If we go back to example 2b, we have the equation that says m is equal to 7/3 bracket m plus 2. Now, the whole goal of this is to solve to find out what m is. So in order to do that, the 7/3 is keeping that bracket in place. So in order to release the m from inside the bracket, I have to undo the thing that's keeping the bracket in place, and that's the fraction. So like I said in my previous video about solving equations where fractions are involved, you look for the denominator and multiply by that denominator. So let's do that. Let's multiply this fraction here all by 3. So if I multiply it by 3, remember what I do to one side, I must and always do to the other side. So 3 times m gives me 3m. Now, the 7/3 bracket m plus 2, the times 3 and the divide by 3 cancel out. But that is not me expanding the bracket, that just means that the 7 is now left over, and it's only the 7 multiplying the bracket. So it's now just 7 bracket m plus 2. So all we're doing here is we're just multiplying by the bottom of the fraction to get rid of the fraction. We're really just multiplying both sides here by 3. So we're taking it from the bottom of the fraction over to the left hand side, but the 7 is staying in place. And now I'm just going to expand that as normal. So that's going to give me 3m is equal to 7m plus 14. Let's move things across. So we get 3m minus 7m is minus 4m is equal to 14. Then I'm going to divide both sides by minus 4. So I get minus 14 over 4, which we must always simplify our fractions down, gives me minus 7 over 2. Let's take a look at example G now. We've got two fractions this time. One is holding a bracket in place. So remember, if we have two fractions, we need to find the lowest common multiple of the denominators. So I need the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4. So I need to multiply everything here by 12. Every single element needs multiplied by 12. I need to multiply this bit here by 12. I need to multiply this bit here by 12. I need to multiply this bit here by 12. So the third bracket, x plus 2, if I multiply that by 12, that's the same as saying multiply by 3, multiply by 4. So the times 3 and the divide by 3 cancel out. I'm just left to multiply by 4 now, so that would give me 4 brackets x plus 2. And that makes sense because all I'm doing is multiplying a third by 12. A third of 12 is 4. So that's why the third just turns into 4. But it's still multiplying that bracket in place. And that's why we're leaving it to this video, just to emphasize that we're changing the number on the outside, but the bracket for this step stays the same. Now multiply the quarter x by 12. Well, we know that a quarter of 12 is 3. But if you really want to think about it as multiply by 3, multiply by 4, the divide by 4 and the times by 4 cancel out. So all I'm doing is now just multiplying by 3. So it's going to be minus 3x. And then multiply the last number here by 12, which is going to be 12. And then we just solve as normal. Run the 4 through the first bracket. So we get 4x plus 8 minus 3x is equal to 12. So that would give me 4x take away 3x is equal to 12 take away 8. So x is equal to 4. And the last example here, we've got y minus 1 over 2 minus y plus 1 over 3 is equal to 2. So again, we have two fractions. Lowest common multiple of 2 and 3. I'm going to multiply everything here by 6. So multiply the first fraction by 6. That's the same as saying times 2 times 3. To multiply the second fraction by 6, that's the same as saying times 2 times 3, but we'll multiply the 3 first. And then we can just go ahead and multiply the 2 by 6 on its own. So the first fraction, to multiply that by 6, we have to multiply by 2, so the times 2 and the divide by 2 cancel out. So all I need to do is multiply the numerator by 3. So that would give me 3 bracket y minus 1 minus. To multiply this fraction here by 6, the times 3 and the divide by 3 cancel out. So I'm left with multiplying by 2. So I'm going to make it minus 2 bracket y plus 1 is equal to multiply the 2 by 6 to get 12. It's very important that you don't try and do all the steps at one time. Take your time. Once you've multiplied by your lowest common multiple, if you've got a number left to multiply, don't multiply through the bracket at that point in time. Do it on the next line. Now we just treat it as normal. 3 times y minus 1 would give me 3y minus 3. Then we have minus 2 bracket y plus 1. So remember, this is the devious and evil hidden negative here. So minus 2 times y would be minus 2y, but it's minus 2 times 1, which is minus 2, is equal to 12. Then we just go ahead and solve as normal. So 3y minus 2y is equal to 12 plus 3 plus 2. So that would just give me y is equal to 17. And that is solving equations with fractions, and if they have a bracket in place as well.